Good afternoon, fellow scrapologists. It's been a wonderful day. It's snowing. Yay. Yeah, it's supposed to get flurries, but you see it's already covering the driveway. There's Puppy. It's not cold out today, believe it or not. Fought the 4 fell in the house last night, and he's just panting like crazy because it was so warm in the house. He doesn't like the heat. He got a big fur coat. Yeah, almost got me. So yeah, he loves the cold. Oh, it's not cold, it's like freezing mark, so. But you got a big thick winter coat on, don't you? Too warm in the house. Yeah, it was too cold to stay out at nights. So we got the snowblower moved up yesterday. Well, today actually, just a little while ago. And there's an extension cord that runs down from the window there, down the other side of these cedars to the shop. And there's a joiner right there, so I went into it for the Christmas lights, which we took down obviously from the lawn here. So we had an empty plug here. So started third pull, not a problem. But you got your plug in here, and you just push the starter. And when you got a foot of snow on it, it's a pain in the butt trying to get everything all cleared off and blah, blah, blah. Just clear this off, plug it in, start her up, and then vibrating will clean the snow off itself. And then you start off with it. So we gotta get this little mess cleaned up here. This has to go up in the bank further. Right about here. So got this little bit to clean up over the weekend. I'm just gonna scrap those lights. There's not really any use for them. Take these totes away. I think this tote's busted. Yeah, the bottom's of that tote, that's garbage. But we got this all cleaned up. We got the truck in here. I mean, the last video you look at, there was just scrap metal all around here. It was just covered. All the way up and through there was all metal. We got it all cleaned out, pushed back. So we get the trailer in here where it belongs to use. And got to cut a couple of these limbs off. We get the chainsaw going. We picked some gas up the other day for it. Just got to find a mixing oil, which I think's in the truck. Try to find that. Get these lower limbs cut off. And cut off that side there so it doesn't come down the truck. And yeah, we got all this done yesterday. I got quite a bit of work accomplished. So I got all these bins moved back. The barrels are down the field down there that were there. And my pile's getting down. But it's a good thing because I got 3 pickups this weekend. A couple on the weekend, one on Monday that I know of. So all we gotta do now, that's gonna go inside eventually. These buckets up out of the way. Put them here. Oh, piece of chain. They were starting to freeze in the ground. And this tote here has the chains in it. There we go. So we get this stuff taken in to separate. That's why it's sitting there like that. Set these in the fire pit for now. So we got some iron and aluminum to take apart. This stuff has been tearing down in the shack here. That's just a shred. Those 2 heaters are going. Now this box I'm not worried about. And these here, the snow can't get in them. So we're good for a couple of days. That was the stuff that was in the shed here, the shack. And we started tearing down a table saw last night. We had a nice long video, almost an hour-long video, and it got damaged somehow processing it. So that went bye-bye. But we got a lot more room in here now. Just get organized a bit better. There was a table saw project last night. Got it broken down to smaller sections. Just a couple pieces of metal left, and I gotta take out right there. Is the only one on this, I believe. Yeah, just gotta take this out. That'll be clean, good heavy piece of cast aluminum. This one here is these stuck in the ends, and this bolt down through it. It's gotta be taken out. So they're rusting pretty good. So I don't know how I'm gonna get them out. But that's our copper, clean copper, or clean brass. Sorry, that's brass. Yeah, that's brass. That's kitchen brass. And this bucket is just mixing stuff right now. Got the motors down there and stuff. Dug this out last night. And this. Throw these in over here. Now we gotta bring a bucket of copper. Copper's piling up here. Adding copper. Adding copper. We got a nice little pile of copper starting. This is clean aluminum. Or no, I didn't know if it's stainless or aluminum. Or stainless or brass, because our neighbors have to go to bed early because we live quite a ways from the city. And I can't start this thing up. Oh, that's brass. So that's clean brass. I go in here. This in here. There's that piece inside to come out. So I just, when I come down, I just come in here and pop open a couple little things. I'm not keeping these long. It's just gonna be a short video. So that should be some clean brass. Where to put it? There it is. Yep, clean brass. Now this piece here. It's cardboard or something inside. Get rid of that. Maybe. Or maybe not. We'll figure it out. Here we go. Look at that. More clean brass. Garbage. I emptied all the garbage yesterday too that was in here. Cleaned up a little bit. So, this is the tedious part of scrapping. Piece of copper wire. Ouchie. Take this one here and see, look at that piece of plastic at the bottom. We'll have to use the armor. So yeah, that's what we've been up to down here. Just getting things straightened out. Just got a couple more things to move around in the yard. I'll get those pickups, and I was gonna start loading the trailer tonight. I think load Saturday morning. We're gonna be busy all day tomorrow. I'm gonna get some grocery stuff. It's gonna start loading stuff up there in the trailer tonight, but the good thing about the trailer where I got it, you see, it's only, what, 15 feet from the door. So when that's full, I'll just take it over and set it in. Any shred I got here in the pile, I just throw it in. I'm going through it there, through the buckets. And the big thing today, I'm just gonna clean this all up here. And I decided I'm just gonna take these lights here and put them up here. Right there. It's they throw up quite a bit of light, as you can see, and a directional. So I got two bulbs that are blown out, burn out. I got two bulbs at the house for it. So I'll take that probably this evening for something to do and put it in right there. And then we can angle the lights around as we want them. So we have more light on the surface. As you look at some of my videos, maybe in this one here, where it's getting darker outside, the lighting really sucks because I'm standing in the shadow of those lights, and that light's just for right here, so you're not getting any light down this way. So when you're working on stuff, you can't see nothing. See even less on the videos. So we'll take care of that tonight. See, it's not even cold down here. That's the thing about the wintertime living up in this area, is after you know, like probably a week and a half, 2 weeks now, we've had right around the freezing point for temperatures. Your body gets used to it. Not straighten up there, you. So, you acclimatized. So right now, I don't really feel cold that much. There we go. Another piece of clean brass. And we just, yahoo! Takes a lot less room in the bucket. Now, oh yeah, I was digging through the barrels out there yesterday. I found 4 tiny horseshoes. And I'm finding a whole bunch of bigger horseshoes. So what's so, I don't know if that's what's important about the horseshoes. I, in the spring, am starting a hobby farm here. Because as some of you know watching my videos, I'm had to retire due to injuries from a car accident. So it's nothing physical, it's just I was a commercial driver, and the problem with that is if I drive too many hours, I get severe vertigo. Best way to describe what happens is, I remember drinking a lot back in the 80s when I was a teenager. It feels like the worst hangover you ever had combined with bed spins. So you're confused, it's your stomach, and everything's going, So if I drive too many hours, that's what happens to me. So I had to stop driving commercially. Still hold my license, because I can still drive the truck from here in the city or whatever. I just can't drive for 6, 8, 10, 12 hours straight without taking breaks. And if the wheels ain't turning, the money ain't coming in the commercial driving industry. So I'm pretty much useless for that now. I tried a couple of times since the accident, which will be 3 years come this February 7th since the accident. And we're still waiting on the payout. They redeemed 100% at fault. I get the video on my, the videos here on this channel of the accident. Young lady ran a flashing red light in the middle of the night, just after midnight, with no headlights on. And there was a car coming to work with their high beams on. Those bright LEDs, 1 to 2. So I never seen her until she was right in front of me, and there was no, I couldn't even get my foot off the gas pedal. I mean, it was that quick. So, you know, it was just one of those things. I just couldn't avoid it. There's no way. And make sure I got my keys. And so the settlement's going to be fairly significant. They had to wait so long because of the brain injury. They had to see what's going to be the lasting effects. Can I get back to work? Can I continue work what I'm doing? But being, I'll actually be 58 years old on Saturday, January 6th. So I'm too old to retrain. And no company wants to hire somebody my age range to do something, especially if they have to train them, because it's not worth their time and money to do so on somebody that's not going to be working for more than another 7 years. So this is what it is. I get dealt the cards I got dealt. No crying about it. So what do? Well, start scrapping. Start a YouTube channel on scrapping. I also play music and write music. So when the season's right, come the spring till the fall, I'll be traveling around the Maritimes, busking and making some money, do a couple of festivals, whatever. So, and come May, I'm starting a second channel about sport fishing here in New Brunswick. And I'm going to go fishing for something to do and videotape it all, plus my scrapping. So between doing the scrap and the video revenue, hopefully this summer, get enough subscribers, and hint everybody, I'll be able to do quite well. Next year, I apply for my first pension when I'm 59. So that'll come in a year following when I'm 60. So a small pension coming in, plus all this stuff going on. Now, I'm looking up because you see that tree into the power lines? Yeah. And those trees are only about 6 inches of soil underneath them, not even a foot. And look how big those trees are. They're huge. So you see the roots right up out of the ground on all those trees. So any good wind, that's going to come down. It's not going to do anything, right? It's just going to come down, pull the mast out of the house. Just total disaster. It's happening sooner or later. So last spring, I called MB Power, our hydro company, come up and asked them to remove because it's a dangerous tree. And they said, nope, it's still in the ground. We don't consider it dangerous. You got to pay to have it done yourself. So I called around and got quotes to cut those two trees down. They want $2,400 plus fuel to cut 2 trees. Yeah, you heard that right. $2,400. So I'm not the world's sharpest guy, but I'm looking, and I seen that MB Power provides streetlights for so much per month. So I'm getting myself a 200-watt streetlight. See where this is going, right? So I want the 200-watt streetlight on this side of the pole, right up there in the trees. So guess what the technician's gonna do when he comes? He's gonna cut all the limbs off those trees, all of them, right? Now I got no problem felling a tree, all right? But the problem is with all the branches up into the lines, when you fell the tree, the branch is gonna push on the lines and maybe take one with it. So if I can get him or her to cut those branches out of the way while they're here, I can fell that myself in the spring. Bonus is, with more weight off this side, he's gonna wanna fall that way anyways. So, come spring, I'm going to put the street light in over the winter here, probably next month or two when I get the settlement, and I'll follow the trees that way. So, whole bunch of nothing going on scrapping wise for this video, but it is what it is, guys. It's not all about tearing things down. Sometimes you got to do this. That's like 8 hours work there yesterday, right, the whole day. And I still got to get some hot water down to thaw those bags out so I can get them out of the ground. They froze to the ground. And, oh, and it was kind of funny, too. I went to fuel up the snowblower, and the gas jug funnel, when you bend it over too far, it snaps, and you can't, it just falls right out of the freaking jug. So, what am I going to do? I found this in the scrap pile. So I put this on the freaking thing. Took the gas jug and I didn't tip it up as far and prilled it right up. So scrap is not always scrap, ladies and gentlemen. You can always find a use for something. I'll pull that in the shack here over the weekend, strip that out, get rid of those wires in the next load. That's why I pulled them out. And we're doing okay. We're doing okay. The year's starting to look good. And things are getting straightened out. Getting manageable. If you guys started watching my videos from the beginning, this here was it was out to here. There's no place to put anything. All the way back there is shred and scrap. In back of this tree was all scrap. On this side of the driveway, from about here, all the way down and into the trees was all scrap. And then around the bottom was all scrap. And up that side by the broken down tree on the side of the tree that's laying there, that was all scrap. This whole thing was filled. Just a spot to drive right down in here. That was it. So that's all gone. This is pretty much all gone. And now I can start hauling stuff in. I haven't hauled a lot of stuff in because space, snow, you know. Once this is done, I could probably bring in, you know, half a dozen stoves, washers, dryers, whatever, strip them down, take the motors inside, put them back on, get them out of here. Bring in more, just keep doing that all winter, continuous cycle. Save all my goodies till I need the money. If I need the money on Wednesday, I go take a load in on Wednesday. So that's what we're doing. I got another one of these here. That actually goes in. There's a copper aluminum rad right there. So I got another one in the back of the SUV and light fixture. Unexpected street scrapping one night. So the old girl, she either became quite the workhorse or not the workhorse, because when the settlement comes in, I got 2 options now. Another option might have presented itself. So our property line right now, the 1 acre, goes from that tree, the tree line there, to about those trees on the other side of the shack. And back, right up into the woods back there, probably another 100 feet past the car up there, 200 feet past the car, the SUV. Now my siblings own all around me. Not that mailbox, but the mailbox down there, all the way up you'll see a for sale sign there. Right beside that for sale sign, on the other side of it. From there, all the way down there, and on this side, it goes about that far back. And that end, it goes twice as far back. So that woods line up top the hill up there goes up as far as that, and down the other side even more than that. And then it comes across the other side of the mountain here and back up again to behind this guy's property on the other side. So it's 8 acres altogether, minus this acre in the middle of it. And in back where that hill, there's 2 acres out of it. So you got the 5 acres, but there's 8 acres total, but 3 acres in the middle of it. So I'll end up with about 6 acres. There's that option, or get a 1-ton truck and a dump trailer, or a couple of dump trailers, whatnot, and expand what I'm doing. So that's the big dilemma, because with the extra land, I can expand the business more. I can go up over the hill and junk cars, because it's far enough away from houses and stuff. Up over the other side of the mountain there, I could have a nice little junkyard up there going. So that would expand quite quickly. So what I could do is get a car hauler, put sideboards on to haul scrap, and haul cars on it. I'm not with the old Dodge here. It'll only haul about 9,000 pounds. So it wouldn't haul a big load in the dump trailer, but it'll haul a good sized load on a regular trailer, because dump trailer is like 2 tons by itself, 4,000 pounds or more. So that's already half the weight the truck can tow without putting anything in the trailer. So I need a 3/4 ton truck to haul like 13,000, 14,000 pounds. So I have to upgrade a truck. So you're looking at about $18,000 to $28,000 there for the truck. Another $10,000 for the trailer. Yeah, you're looking at a lot of money. So I'll either be going that way or with the land, whichever. If the land comes up, great, because there's lots of field up there to clean out, put in a lot of big garden, you know, get some livestock up in this corner up here, clean out all those trees out of the field up there. You see, you clean them all out, make it a field again. And all kinds of blueberries up there, and strawberries and raspberries and blackberries and cranberries, and the field's loaded with them. So clean that all out if we get it. And put a little chicken coop down here, and maybe a pig pen up back. Put a few gardens in, a few vegetable gardens. Plus a scrapping business. And my retirement when it comes in a couple of years, lots of scrapping, you know, busking, doing festivals and concerts. You know, I'll do quite well. I can get by. But it's gonna be a one or the other choice. But if they don't want to sell the land, I ain't buying the land, right? So that'll limit my choices. But if the land comes up, I'm thinking very strongly about buying it and just expanding the scrapping business a bit slower than I wanted to. Either or, if it takes me all next year to expand the business up where I want it, and I end up with all that land, so be it. Or I'll have the business expanded in the spring. Whichever happens, it don't matter. But that's enough rambling on for now. So that's where I'm at now in life. And this driveway here, Slate Hill, that's how bad my back is. I got bad back injury too from the last accident. I had a couple accidents before that didn't help any. This is the last one. They had to cut me out of my car. It was bad. If I'm down here working on stuff, moving around, bending, I have a hard time getting back up to the house. My back, yeah, anybody with bad back will know what it's like. Your back stiffens right up. You can hardly move. You go off sideways. I mean, I actually have to lean on something. That's why I kind of like to have the SUV here, about halfway up. You can lean on it to rest on the way up. Somebody's pulling over. Huh. You know where they pulled over just to let somebody go by, or my do you see stepfather's garage is there, and there's still a lot of stuff in and around the place, and it's not very secured, so we're always worried about somebody. Yeah, they just pull or let somebody go by them. We're always worried about somebody getting in there. The building's about to fall down, so if somebody gets in there and moves the wrong thing the wrong way, that whole building's coming down on them, and we really don't want to see that. You know, they're stealing. And it doesn't look good on anybody to lose their kid, because it'd probably be a young person that's doing it. So it'd be somebody's young father, young son, young sister, young daughter, young mother, whatever, that gets in there and gets crushed. So Us 50-year-olds plus, we don't really get into that stuff. We know better. We're not that desperate for money, no matter how bad it gets. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that wonderful stuff. And you see the snow's coming down good. This is called a flurry. I want to see snow. All right, guys, y'all take care. Thanks for watching to the end. And God bless y'all. Have a great night.